In animals, the brain, or encephalon, Greek for in the head, is the control center of the central nervous system, responsible for thought. In most animals, the brain is located in the head, protected by the skull and close to the primary sensory apparatus of vision, hearing, equilibrioception, taste and olfaction. While all vertebrates have a brain, most invertebrates have either a centralized brain or collections of individual ganglia. Primitive animals such as sponges do not have a brain at all. Brains can be extremely complex. For example, the human brain contains around 86 billion neurons, each linked to as many as 10,000 others. Understanding the relationships between the brain and the mind-body problem is one of the central issues in the history of philosophy, a challenging problem both philosophically and scientifically. There are three major philosophical schools of thought concerning the answer: dualism, materialism, and idealism. Dualism holds that the mind exists independently of the brain, materialism holds that mental phenomena are identical to neuronal phenomena, and idealism holds that only mental phenomena exist. Through most of history, many philosophers found it inconceivable that cognition could be implemented by a physical substance such as brain tissue, that is neurons and synapses. Descartes, who thought extensively about mind-brain relationships, found it possible to explain reflexes and other simple behaviors in mechanistic terms, although he did not believe that acts, thought, and language in particular, could be explained by reference to the physical brain alone. The most straightforward scientific evidence of a strong relationships between the physical brain matter and the mind is the impact physical alterations to the brain have on the mind, such as with traumatic brain injury and psychoactive drug use. Philosopher Patricia Churchland notes that this drug-mind interaction indicates an intimate connection between the brain and the mind. In addition to the philosophical questions, the relationships between mind and brain involves a number of scientific questions, including understanding the relationships between mental activity and brain activity, the exact mechanisms by which drugs influence cognition, and the neural correlates of consciousness. Theoretical approaches to explain how mind emerges from the brain include connectionism, computationalism and Bayesian brain